Hello.
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 Okay, as we can see, there are so many issues that brought up by the Western media when Qatar hosted the World Cup, so such as corruption in bidding process, the treatment of migrant workers that build during building a stadium, ban on homosexuality in the country, women's rights and freedom of expression in the spotlight, and breach of security regarding the World Cup acts. So the most between this issue, the most highlighted issue that I find interesting is about the human right, where Western media just point out this issue is to make Muslim countries look back because they are create an amazing job as a host. There are many protests regarding the homosexuality rules being banned in the World Cup. But when we take a look at 1966, 16 there are some rules are being applied by England as the host of the World Cup. But there is no harsh criticism coming out from another country about the issue. They gladly adhere to the rules and regulation of the country. But when Qatar applied the same rules, it's become a different point of view. It seems like they want we from the Muslim country to follow all the rules coming from the Western. So they need people accept their culture, but they don't want us accept our culture, and they didn't respect other our culture.
Okay. Thank you, Carol. Firstly, human rights issues in Qatar is not much different from any other countries, even Western countries, because when you see people complain about our treatment towards the foreign labourers and the LGBT rights and such, uh, is uh, bec- uh, it is uh, it is happening in any other part of the world, not just the Muslim world, even in the Western world. For example, uh, the foreign labor, we can see that even in the United States, foreign labor issue there with the Mexican, the immigrant that coming to the America, it's almost the same. They also have minimum wage and they have to work long working hours, and also they have uh, I would say mistreatment even in the US because for us during the construction of the stadium and such, we try to improve the condition of the foreign labor by giving them minimum wage, a better minimum wage, and also a better working condition. So it is how you react upon receiving this criticism from the outside. For us, we are trying to improve, and for the other human rights issues like the LGBT and such, uh, yes, it is in our value that we don't condone homosexuality. We do condone homosexuality, but for the World Cup, not just for the World Cup. If you are coming here, as long as you are following our rules and our law, you won't be punished. In this case, like if you are a fan of World Cup, you come here, it says no LGBT and such. As long as you follow the rules, it is okay. We won't persecute you. It's not like you come here and you practice homosexuality, we will prosecute you right away. It's not like that. And for things like displaying LGBT symbol like the rainbow flag and such, yes, we don't allow that. But you are welcome here. As long as you are not displaying the symbol, it is okay. So there's a little bit about corruption, I think Ms. Fashida mentioned. So for me, corruption during the World Cup selection, the bidding process, uh, the person in charge during that time, Stab Blatter, he's already been charged, uh, and his I think he is found guilty. So whoever that involved in the process and has been tried by the court, so the process has been done, but we still have to host and organize this World Cup. So that's all from me.
Okay, thank you, moderator, for the question. Okay, firstly, as an European, honestly, there were a lot of skeptics and stereotypes from my side. Before going to Qatar, my friends and I kept thinking to ourselves, like, how can a small country in a Middle East country organize one of the huge football tournaments? And obviously, I can see that the media isn't helping either. And I just think also there has been a lot of scaremongering in the media, the biases, the racism that we can notice clearly, especially from Western platforms, and the double standard is real, I can say. For me, as a woman traveling to a completely different country and to watch a sport that is mostly associated with men, I could describe Qatar as a safe place. There were no harassing, there were no catcalling, there were no cynical chants or gender discrimination of any kind. The stadiums are more welcoming than the ones in my country, and I also feel very safe and comfortable here. Actually, everywhere I go, and also I think Qatar also is a great do a great job in exposing their culture. I love how the FIFA mascot this year, which represents Qatar traditional headdresses. Beside that, you know that the Qatari men wear long long clothes over loose pants, the thobes. Beside that, there were also custom-made thobes with flags on it. I saw some people from England wearing the thobes, the white and red tops, Brazilian with the green and yellow, Argentina's with the blue and white, and so many more. It's really interesting idea to combine things that represent their country. And from what I can say that it is a great experience to visit Qatar and to see the FIFA myself. I think that's all. Yeah, so
So, aku tak ada prepare yang untuk yang soup punya. Sekejap, boleh skip tak yang ni? Ya.
Korang tak tahu kan?
Okay, thanks for the question. Just my solely opinion regarding the alcohol ban. Besides, we as guests need to respect the host rules, and also the official religion there is Islam, doesn't allow Muslims to drink. I think it was a great idea actually, because I can see that most of the fans there in Qatar are singing, dancing, and enjoying the match completely sober, which was so interesting. And also, it contributes to the safety here, where we are in the right mind and conscious of everything happens. Okay. Yeah.
What is the cultural issue that
Okay, Cok. Yang ni memang nak cakap asal LGBT ke boleh jawapan bebas? Sebab tadi macam okay. Okay. For me, the hardest issue to tackle is the melting pot of all the cultures coming here in Qatar, because we have the Western people, we have the Asian people, and of course from our side, the Middle East, mostly Islam, Muslim country. So it's a melting pot here. It's not that we don't have uh, diversity before, but mostly they come here just for tourist or business. But this time they come to watch an event. So uh, it's a long up to 4 weeks event. So to have a lot of people in one place at a time for a long period of time, it can stir either crisis or tension among the people. However, uh, this we took this opportunity as a challenge for us, which we embrace all this culture, and also we try to educate other people about our culture, and also we are learning from a little bit of their culture too, because most of these people don't know much about Qatar or the Muslim world. Before, they may have some stigmas or bad perception about the Muslim, but when we held event like this, the people will know and slowly have a different view, hopefully a better view about Muslim countries, because Qatar is not just about no LGBT, no alcohol, no sexy dresses and such. It's about how we want to show the world there's the other side of Islam as well. Like when you see during our closing ceremony, there are some Muslim women that don't wear headscarf. It's not that we don't, uh, as a culture, we do allow them to come to sing. We are not that conservative. So for people to see that, oh, not all Muslim country have a strict Islamic law. Some are a little bit loose, but for us, we want to show the world that Islam is not just one strict view. So for me, I think managing this diversity culture that come here to enjoy an event is one of the biggest issue. So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.